Hello everyone. Today's video I thought would be a little bit different. I thought I'd share with you my little collection of journal type books. Some are based on journaling itself, and then some are like prompt books, I suppose. Yeah, but I'll talk about each one as I go. I used to have a lot more journal type books, but I've actually either sold them or give them to charity, or I don't think I threw any away, but I had too many, and some of them weren't really, let's say, serving me well, I suppose. I weren't really looking at them as much as I look at these books. So I suppose this is like a recommendation of books that are kind of like the best journaling books I think are out there. So it's my personal opinion. I think these are the best journal books out there that I've kept, and I'll go through them one by one and explain the book. So I hope it's an interesting video. So I'm going to start with this one because this one is my favourite journal type book I have found yet, and I don't know, it has everything kind of in there. Sorry, got a little bit of a tickle. Yeah, it has quite a lot of information in there that I like, to see the way journaling in this world. It's like so many ideas in there. So yeah, it's hard to explain, isn't it? But I have read this book about 3 times now, and it's called Leaving a Trace, and it's about keeping a journal. I don't know if, I mean, it's hard to read the back, but I got this secondhand on Amazon, so it has a coffee ring on it. It looks like it has a few coffee rings on it, so it's not the best copy, but I'm happy with my copy, and there was no marks or anything inside. It's just the fact that the binding's a little bit scruffed up, and obviously the coffee marks and stuff, which doesn't bother me. I love the front cover. I think it's pretty, very like basic, but it tells you what it is. It says up here, the art of transforming a life into stories. Sorry, I hope I ain't going to cough a lot. So, I'm going to share with you little bits. Let me just, I know I've got my name in here, that's why. So at the front there's a contents page, and I've actually put what to write in your journal, and I've put a list of things. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to put my own personal touch on it, let's say. So there's a beautiful quote here by Virginia Woolf. Can't speak today, my words. It is early in the morning. I've just done the school run, and I had a cup of tea, and then I started getting all the books out, and yeah, I just so yeah, I've been like highlighting, let me see if I'm in frame, highlighting and adding like my own writing, I suppose my own little thoughts. I just highlighted and underlined whatever I had on hand, I suppose. Yeah, so like I've put here about details are important because they make the story interesting in your journaling. So just like little, so obviously it's talking about details from someone's diary here, and I've just added my own little thoughts. So yeah, it goes on about having a journal, keeping one journal, and then there's other ideas at the end, I think. There's quotes from journals, like there's Virginia Woolf in here, which I like. I still haven't got a copy of any of her books yet, but I want her, is it called The Writer's Life or something like that? So I still need to get that. I do find other people's journals interesting. So it's like, I suppose it's like being nosy, isn't it, into someone else's life, and I do enjoy that. I don't know, there's a few little like Anne Frank's diary, and there's Virginia Woolf, and I thought I saw someone else. So it's about David Copperfield, Wuthering Heights, I think that's right. Elizabeth Howell's diary, I don't know who that is, but yeah, there's just, I think they give you some people who do journaling or diary keeping. Catherine Mansfield as well. So yeah, it's all about keeping a journal. There's just a lot of information in here. I really love commonplace books, which we all love at the moment, commonplace booking. There's a lot of people doing commonplace at the moment out there. So it tells you how to start a journal, and it's just packed with information. I mean, look at this page, nearly highlighted the whole thing. It's so interesting to read. I think there's journal prompts in here as well. So yeah, it's just very, very interesting book. There's a lot to this book, and I mean, look at this page. Gosh, I just love it. This is about commonplace book. So my commonplace book was full of headings I'd noted to remind myself how self-selecting memory is, how it often clouds self-perception the first time. So she's talking about categories, rereading her diary at the end of the year, patterns, yeah, reference, future reference. So yeah, so there's a lot of things, observations. That's talking about negative things, which I don't really like. I don't talk about negative things in my journals. Well, I don't do it often anyways. It's normally about the kids stressing me out or something like that, but I don't, other than that, I don't talk about negative feelings in my journal. That's why I think I need a separate journal for personal feelings, because sometimes it is nice to rant and stuff. So maybe next year I probably will have one of those that is like private, not online type thing. So yeah, this book is really just so interesting, and definitely worth getting if you love journaling. For beginners, or if you already are a journaler, it's definitely worth a read. Really highly recommend this book. So that's my first one. I love that one. If I'm going to keep any journal book, it will definitely be this one. Right, so I'm going to leave this one here just for deco. Let's go like that. And then share that one after. Next book I am going to talk about is Writing Down the Bones. So, I mean, this has been out for a long time. When was this first out? Does it matter? 1986. And then republished 2016. I've got the 30th anniversary edition, which I didn't realise. I've just seen that down there. I have read halfway through this one. it's okay. There's a lot of good information in there. I don't know if this is like more to do with diary writing or just writing in general, like writing a book. I can't remember because I read it a while ago, but I have highlighted some stuff in here, and I think there is some prompts in here. Are these prompts here? Yeah, so these are prompts. So what is your first memory? Who are the people you've loved? And it says write about, and it gives you a few things to write about. I suppose they're like ideas. Oh, I've got nail polish on my finger, I've just noticed. That's annoying. Okay. Sorry, it's going to bother me if I don't try and get some of it off. There we go. So, give me your morning, breakfast, waking up, walking to the bus stop. Be pacific as possible, slow down in your mind and go over the details of the morning. So it's just little prompts. A list of topics for writing practice. My words won't come out, practice. So it is a good idea to have a page in your notebook where you jot down as they come to you, ideas of topics to write about. Yeah, I mean, I do that. I have a prompt. Well, actually, I used to. I don't know what happened to it. I used to have a journal prompt book with a list of journal prompts. I think I've still got it somewhere. It's in a Moleskine. And I would just have a big list of journal prompts in there. So when I don't know what to talk about in my journals, I would flick to one of those and write. That's the good thing about Better Grace magazine as well. They have journal prompts and they're useful for my journals. I love journal prompts. I just think they're handy for filling the gaps in your journal, like the big space. That's why I like the A5 Cousin, because I journal in there daily. I put commonplace life things in there. But then if I have got gaps in it, I put a quote or a list or a journal prompt or an image. So yeah, it's just nice to fill your gaps up. So yeah, this book is quite interesting. It does have some things in here. I haven't read it all, like I've said, so look at this. Writers live twice. So yeah, obviously we live twice because we're living it and then we're writing it afterwards. So we're kind of living it again. So I love that. I've put love this. So yeah, there's just different ideas in here. That's my second book. Let me just have a sip of water. I couldn't get the lid on my bottle then. I'm going to go with this one next. Is it in frame? The Journal Writer's Companion. Yes. I love this book. I think I've read this book twice. Had it for a while. Very pretty, and it's hardback as well. Cover, I think I've highlighted things in here, and there's images in here as well. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that was nice surprise there, wasn't it? I've put pet tapes in there for some reason. Must have been doing something at the time. So this book has got journal prompts in it as well. Quite a few journal prompts, I think. And it goes through, I remember this book going through different types of journals. So, I mean, I like the images in this book as well. It tells you, so it has journal prompts in here. Some quotes, I suppose. How to start journaling. What can journaling do for you? What's the other chapters? More journaling prompts there. Getting started. So there's a nice bookmark as well. This is daily journaling, and there's a bit about bullet journaling in here as well. More journal prompts, more journal prompts. Then a little bit of history of journaling. I think it's only small, that section. Therapeutic journaling prompts. I think there's like a learning journal thing, note-taking systems, stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a very interesting book. There's quite a bit in here. I do like this book a lot. I probably want to reread it again. Haven't read it in a while. So there's a bit on all sorts, brain dump method. There's a bit about Julia Cameron in here. Yeah, so daily pages, letter writing. There's all sorts in here. Scribble journal, scrapbooks, self-help, organisation. Yeah, so this book's really nice. I like this book as well. I've read this, I think I've read this twice, but I probably will want to reread it again. Hence why I keep them, really. So the next one I've got, this book here, my favourite one. Because I was trying to search for other books of hers because I wanted to see how many she had. She has this one. This one is The Hidden Writer, Diaries and the Creative Life. I've only read a few pages of this book, but this book I think is about different people who journal. So it's different how different people journal. And I think it just goes on talking about their journaling method, way, I suppose. I can't remember who journaling people were. Let's have a look if I can find it. It doesn't tell you who, does it? The only problem I have an issue with this book is the writing is so tiny. It doesn't bother me that much, but I do like books with slightly bigger text. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it has Virginia Woolf in here. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. So yeah, it will be an interesting read when I start reading it. I'm pretty sure I only read like 4 pages. I think it's the writing that's putting me off, but I will read that, and that's why I've kept it. Next one, this is another one of my favourites. I think I've read this 3 times as well. Is The New Diary. I've had a copy of this before, and then I got rid of it, and then I missed it, and I brought it again. Again, it's a second-hand copy. I think all these might be second-hand copies, except for the Journal Writer's Companion one, I'm pretty sure. This one is so interesting. The New Diary, how to use a journal for self-guidance and expanded creativity. I've also highlighted this one as well. Oh god, I'm finding all sorts of things in here. Lists of joy. So yeah, I've highlighted things, my thoughts and that. There's absolutely all sorts of things in here. You will find something in here that you'd be interested in. Again, the writing's a little bit small, but I cope with it because the book's so good. I remember reading this quite a while, years ago probably now, and I was sitting on the sofa and I was really enjoying it, and I was just highlighting it and just taking my time, and then I've read it again since. So yeah, it's just all sorts of journaling stuff. I think there's a few prompts in here as well. But yeah, it's a good one, and it's quite thick as well. Sorry if you can hear that noise. I've got Molly's got puppies, 5 of them. They're quite, I wouldn't say they're loud, they're just very like whiny. now and then when they want feeding, obviously. They're really cute. You can fit them in your hand, and that's how small they are. Molly's doing really well. She's a really good mom for a dog. So yeah. Some of them are asleep and some of them wanting feedings. It's so funny watching them. We've got them in the bedroom at the moment because that's like her nesting place it was, and it's quite like a little box thing. We've put carpet in it because we had carpet on the stairs and we had carpet left over. The people who did our carpet on the stairs left carpet left over, so we actually used it in the box and put a blanket underneath it. And there's hot water bottles in there. They're not too hot, so don't worry, but they need temperature, and I've got the heating on, so they're next to a radiator because they need a higher temperature. So yeah, doing well. They're so cute and small, and I wish I could keep them all, but I can't, so can't have more than 2 dogs. I mean, I'm very tempted to have 3 dogs, but you know, anyways, back to my books. So this one, this one, I think this is this year's buy. Brought this one this year. Second-hand copy, I think it was. Creative Journal Writing, The Art and Heart of Reflection. I can't remember if I've read it all now. I think I have. I'm pretty sure, yeah. There is some prompts in this book. This book is more, I'd say, updated a little bit, I suppose. What year is this? Let me see. 2009, so it's not that old. Here's like a contents page if you want to screenshot and see what's inside. There's free writing, choosing journals, your life in your journal, good reasons not to write a journal. Don't like that one. Writing, be yourself, reflections, all sorts in here. I think there's like an exercise after each chapter. It says your turn, and then it goes on to the next chapter, and there's a few quotes in here as well. And it says try this, and then it gives you like an exercise. It's talking about private issues, like keeping your diary secret. So yeah, there's a few exercises in this one. How you write, what you write, matters only to you. So some practical suggestions. Free writing. Yeah, there's all sorts in this one. This one's quite a good one as well. I think especially if you pick them up cheap for second hand, I definitely think they're worth doing that. Or even if you can get a Kindle copy. The next one is another one that I sold ages ago, and then I re-brought it. I think within last year, I re-brought it again because I was missing it. I feel really stupid, but that's what I'm like. I don't know why. This is a second-hand copy again. It is called Let It Out, A Journey Through Journaling. This one, I think again, is the newest one. Let's see. 2016, yeah, so quite new-ish. Here's a picture of the contents if you want to screenshot and have a look. This one is really interesting. I loved this one because it goes on like a journaling toolkit, and then it has like different sections. So it has different sections within sections, if that makes sense, because it talks about what tools. And this is the morning dump, so this is like brain dumping, I think. It's talking about Julian Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, which I have coming up. I'll share that in a minute. Gratitude and stuff like that. And it just gives you like exercises. And then it goes on to tool number 2. That's talking about a dream journal, I think. And And there's different things, morning rituals and stuff like that. Setting timers and stuff, which I don't do. Write in your journal the new things you'll try. Things I'm loving right now. Yeah, I do that anyways. Things I want to change. So organisation. There's all sorts in here. The joy jar. There's a lot of things in here. I mean, some you might find interesting and some you might not. So, but yeah, that's quite a thick book as well. I like this one, hence why I brought it again. This one, I haven't read all this one. This one's Julia Cameron's book, The Right to Write. The Right to Write. Love this front cover because it's like a fountain pen. I haven't read all this. We should write because it is human nature to write. Yes. That is so true. Well, I think so. This book was published in, let's see, first 1998 and 2017. This must be a 2017 copy. I think I brought this new. It looks really clean. I haven't read it all. Again, it's small writing. I think that's what bothers me about books like this. There is a quote in here that I really love, and if I can find it, I'll read it out. I'm sure I've highlighted it. Why we write. I've put some little notes in here, so I have started reading it. Start at the top of the page 1, and for 3 pages, describe how and what you're feeling right now. Physically, emotionally, and psychologically. If I said that right. Let yourself write. So yeah, there's a few tools like the other one, and it talks about different tools. I really want to find that quote because I think it's really like funny, if I remember rightly. Talks about mood. It gives you like little exercises, I think. Yeah, because set 15-minute time, I think. Yeah. So this one's talking about number 100 things. List 100 things. 100 things of what? Doesn't say, does it? So list 100 things. Maybe favourites? I've done that once. Yeah, so let me see if I can find that quote. I'm pretty sure I would have highlighted it. Talks about morning pages in here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So, it says, daily writing simply for the sake of writing, is like keeping a pot of soup on the back of the stove. It is always there, always ready to be tasted, always ready to be added to, always nourishing, savoury, life-sustaining. Like soup, your daily writing shouldn't have to be fancy. A few simple ingredients are enough. I love that quote. If you want to screenshot the quote, I'll hold it up here. I just think it's lovely. So yeah, I was really happy just with that quote for the book. But yeah, there's a lot to this book and I haven't read it all. I think it's the writing that's small, but I want to read this book, so I will get it out. I'll probably read this first. Right, next book. Let me just have some more water. I apologise, but I don't want my throat to go croaky and start coughing. Excuse me, sorry. This one I got a long time ago. It's creative writing, how to write your life story in 10 easy steps. So it's about basically writing your memoir. and how to begin, I have highlighted. But I thought this was good for journal writing because it is talking about your life. So if you don't want to write like a daily journal, you can always write a journal like about your life. So life events and stuff, and life memories. You know, not every journal has to just be about daily journaling. It can be, you know, a life related journal. So this one is like, it's like a memoir. Tells you how to start. It's really in steppy form, so like steps. God, that sounded really weird. It breaks it down in everything, so like the date and place you were born and your family, and then it goes in sections, and then it even breaks that up. So it breaks it up to where they lived, and I think it does like hobbies of theirs and how old they are, what they do, where they live, how often do you see them and stuff like that. And then it talks about you, your job, where you live now, how you spend your time, pets, hobbies, ambitions, hopes and fears, favourite songs, just favourite anything, list of favourites. So you could, even if you weren't doing a memoir or writing about your life, you could put these things into your daily journaling. So that's why I've picked it up. Not just that, I would like to write like a memoir type thing. I think that would be nice. Maybe like the big events. But if I went step by step with this book, it could really like bring out everything like in your life from the start to the end. And I think that's really interesting. I would like to do that one day. I did start a while back. I was doing it in a Moleskine extended, which is 400 pages. And I think I just started with like my name and the meaning of my name, and then it went too deep for me to start. So yeah, that's probably why I didn't start, because it goes too deep. You don't have to go too deep. I would like to though. So yeah, but this would be good for normal daily journaling anyways, because you could just take the prompts out of it. So like this one says write your own CV. I think that's just really interesting, because that's just talking about, you could talk about your personality, and it says, you know, things you're proud of, things you're ashamed of, your rewards, you know, your accomplishments in life, your hopes for your life. For me, I don't like setting goals in life because I just think it's too much pressure. I don't really use the word goals in my journal. I just, when I see that word, it's like a big like turn off for me. Yeah, I don't like setting goals for the year. Maybe intentions, like a few, but no, I don't like seeing my life like, I just want to live it, and I want to live a simple, little bit of calm life, even though my life's a little bit chaotic with 4 kids and 2 dogs and no puppies. So yeah, anyways, I'm not going to go too much into my life. This is just a really interesting book, and if I was only going to pick one book up to do memoir journaling, I think this would be it. I have had books like this in the past, but this one's my favourite. Triggers to help release early memories, so first memories and stuff. How to use your memories in your life story. There's tips. I mean, it just goes on about a lot of things. So it could really trigger like Christmas memories and pet memories and holidays and birthdays. I mean, some people don't like that. It depends on your childhood and stuff like that. So, you know, just don't do those bits, or, you know, just skip it out. Talking to relatives. Good questions to ask. It's just so interesting. There's just so much there. And I definitely like it for, like, I could take prompts out. Simple family tree. And it tells you about what written resources that you can dig out, and how to use the materials. So then it goes on to your later years, like adult, teenager, goes on and on. Then it tells you how to like put in order and specific dates and stuff. So yeah, there's quite a lot. And then this is like a page of first. So first score, first time you moved house, first kiss, first dance, first road trip, first special outfit, first job, and it goes on about firsts. Traditions. There's just favourite TV shows, toys and stuff like that. That's like a favourite category of mine, like childhood toys. I was a 90s baby. Well, I was born in 1990, so I'm just a 90s baby, just there, and I love the 90s toys, and I miss them. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting book if you want to either write a memoir or just put some of this stuff into your day journaling. I think I got that. I think I got all these books mainly on Amazon. Or Blackwell's, I think it's called. So I used to get my books from there. But you'd probably find them all on Amazon anyways, and you can do the second-hand bit on there. This is another book that I got rid of and then rebrought. And just funny like that. It's 365 journal writing ideas plus 400 quotes. This book goes through prompts. Some are interesting and some are totally irrelevant to me. I don't like the game ones. I just think it's stupid. Like it says like, let me see if I can find an example. I suppose it's like creative writing. So like this one is a game sort of thing. So you pick a plot line for a short story. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but I'm just not going to do it. I do like creative writing, but I never got time for it, so I just can't be bothered with that. So yeah, it's got prompts, basically 365 prompts. Some are good, so I've highlighted the good ones, and there's a few to keep me going. At the front there is telling you how the book is structured and stuff, because it has 52 weekly actions as well as journal prompts. Then it has your tips and tricks. Is this in view? Yeah. When to journal, fear of the blank page, giving your journal an identity. This was interesting, like titling it, dating it, and tagging it and stuff like that with tabs and stuff. So that was interesting. For your eyes only, obviously that's like privacy and how to like code write and stuff. Messy pages, flashbacks, memories. You can put a prompt saying I remember when and talk about. I used to do that. I used to put a past memory and talk about a past memory. Picture perfect, so like adding pictures and stuff in, collecting things. Gratitude journaling, and then it's got like things to be grateful for, and then obviously you'd go into those things and talk about them. Then this is like mementos, and you collect receipts and stuff, tickets. This is a photograph challenge, so you can obviously do your own, but it's got a list there if you want to. Basic prompts, which are interesting, how you're feeling. I'm loving right now, where I'm sitting, the view from here, blah blah blah. Hello blank page, and telling you how to start with a blank page and giving yourself permission to journal. And then the prompts, and then after the prompts, if I can find them, it goes into the weekly actions, and the weekly actions are, some are good and some I just can't bother with. So this one's creating a happy jar, so that's an interesting one. You can do that. This one's sending a postcard or handwritten letter to yourself, and obviously opening it when the time comes or whatever. Photographing, a bucket list. Yeah, there's quite a few good things in here. Give your child, a camera, and let them take photographs of anything they find interesting, and then you can stick it into your journal. So that's nice. Conversations. That's like doing hourly journaling, so do hour by hour. So yeah, different actions to do. Photograph prompts, and then it goes on to the quotes, and there's just different quotes by different people. Summer Nice. So like Oscar Wilde, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Everyone should know that quote, surely. Yeah. I do like quotes. I don't think I've ever gone through the quotes, if I'm honest. There's William Shakespeare there. I can't see Virginia Woolf in here. Maybe there is. Surely. There's Oscar Wilde again. Yeah, so it's just very interesting book. And I'm sure you'll find something in there. Alright, the next book. Oh, this is one of my favourites. Haven't read all this yet as well, which is quite surprising because I would have thought I would have. I love the front cover. I found this book when I was on Instagram once. Was it Instagram or was it YouTube? I can't remember. I found it somewhere and someone had it. And it was Little Stories of Your Life. And it's basically telling your story. Now, this isn't really a journaling book, but it has journaling aspects in here. It's a gorgeous book. I brought this brand new. I had to. I think my name's on this. I'm just going to have to. So, I actually started decorating it just a little bit by putting some pet tape on there. And then I would highlight. So it just talks about like memories and life things and stuff. And storytelling. Like storytelling with a camera, paper, and obviously writing stuff and that. To remember to record things, snippets of ideas. There's beautiful images in here as well. The magic of every day. Oh, I love that. The picture's gorgeous as well. You have stories to tell. Of course you do. Everyone has a story to tell. I don't think anyone's story would be boring. Do you? I don't think so. Any cup of tea can contain a multitude of stories. Oh yes. So funny. This is just talking about a cup of tea, like, you know, having your cup of tea. I mean, within that itself, we all love cosy things. Well, personal opinions now, sorry if you don't. But like the coziness of like making a cup of tea or coffee or a latte or whatever, and like, you know, making it in your favourite cup and then taking it to your favourite place to sit. I tend to stand quite a bit with my cups of tea and just look out the window. And I'm quite a fast drinker as well, so I suppose mine isn't like, what's the word I'm looking for, mindful. So I look out the window when I'm drinking my tea and take it all in. I love watching the birds in the morning. So yeah, how do you like having your cup of tea? I mean, that's an interesting, I would love to read those comments. It's like cozy feels, cozy vibes. Yeah, so daily choices we make. We make choices every single day. I love that. Even though I find it hard to make choices sometimes. Lists. So it does have like little tiny prompts in here of lists, like sounds you can hear, what you tasted today, the scents that remind you of home. I mean, these are so cozy. So it is a journaling exercise. That's why I put it in here, because I knew this book was like journaling stuff in here. I need to read this book again. I really do. It is just beautiful. I actually brought this book my nan because I knew that she's writing like a memoir book, and I knew she'd be interested in this kind of thing. Quiet moments, moments of escape. So yeah, the pictures in here is gorgeous. Look, another exercise. This is a photograph exercise. Capturing breakfast. Love it. So yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful book. Very well written as well. I've got post-it notes in here. Mind frame. So I suppose she's talking about the mundane things mostly. Oh wow, look at that. I think it's mostly about the mundane. Yeah, sometimes it's nice just to talk about stuff like that in your journals. Very, very nice. I love this book a lot. So I highly recommend this one as well. even though it's not like a journal type book, I would class it as one. Here's the back if you're interested in reading. So I'm going to screenshot that. Next book. Oh, which one am I going to talk about? This one? Right, this book is, I brought this one first. This isn't a journal book, but this is like a daily thing to read about joyful and balanced life, basically. And it has a day. I've had this book for ages. It just talks about different life things, I suppose. Not every day is like interesting, but I do like reading this. But anyways, I'm not talking about this book. I'm only talking about this book because this is the companion for it, and this is a journal type book. So let me just get in frame. So yeah, and I brought this one afterwards. I didn't know this existed, and then because I research books a lot and I try to find different types of books, I found this one, and this is the companion to that book. So basically, this book has the chapters, I suppose, from that book, gives you a margin to write your thoughts, and I think it talks about that at the start, but then it gives you like prompts and stuff. So see how, am I in frame? It gives you a chapter on what to talk about, and it gives you the prompts. So I would class this as a journal prompt books because you're going to be writing in the columns. And I think it tells you how to write in the columns. I'm pretty sure it does because I remember reading it. So yeah, I would choose. I have to ignore the God bits because I am a Catholic. I'm not going to go on to religion. But I'm not a huge Catholic, if you know what I mean. I'm not holy. So, but I'm not going into religion because, you know, we're all different and we don't judge each other. So, but it does talk about God in here, so I have to kind of skip those bits, and obviously you just have to, I'm quite open-minded, so I would just skip it or turn it into a different word. I've seen people turn it into the word universe, so you could do that. So yeah, but it's a big book. It's like, yeah, quite big. So I haven't used it yet. I have read bits of it. It's interesting, I have to say, but I've kept it because I know one day I'll come back to it. I just thought it was worth talking about. Next book is, oh, I'm going to talk about this one, I think. This one is Keeping a Nature Journal. Now, this is journal type because it's talking about a nature journal and how to keep a nature journal. I used to have quite a few nature journal type books, but I sold them all or gave them to charity. But I've kept this one because this one's my favourite. I know she's got like a new edition to this. I think it's like a new edition. I think she's got like a 5th or 7th edition now. This one's the 2nd edition. And her way of nature journaling is so pretty and nice. And I would love, I did start a nature journal once. I did put it on Instagram ages and ages ago, if you remember. And then I stopped after like, I think 2 pages. I don't know why. I'm not really a drawer or a sketcher, even though I want to be, but I feel like I'm not good at it. And obviously people just say practice, and that's fine. I can do that, but I get really funny if I draw something wrong. And to be fair, I'm good at copying. I can copy a drawing. So me and my kids and my partner do sketch sessions. We haven't done it for a while, but we used to do it every Saturday. And we would sketch something from Pinterest, and it was fun. And all our drawings would come out differently, and it was nice to see, obviously, age how we drew from that image. But anyways, yes, I would love to keep a nature journal one day. So I have kept this, and I've tabbed a few things. And it goes on about seasons and different trees, bugs and stuff. how to journal, how to basically do nature journaling. It's a beautiful book. You can do seasonal journaling. I mean, you see I've tabbed some things. So I thought nature journaling could be a good one if you wanted to do like a sketch journal, because I just thought like it'd be nice to draw like the flowers. Birds are hard to draw, I find, and animals. But like drawing like leaves and flowers, I could really try and do that. I have a language of flowers book, and I do like copying the flowers, trying to draw them out of that. But yeah, there's all sorts in here. I'm just flipping through a few pages just to give you an idea. Oh, look, so pretty. I would love to use like coloured pencils again and just enjoy it. I get so jealous when not jealous, that's the wrong word. Little Raven Ink, Courtney Diaz, she is an amazing artist. When I see her drawings and she posts them, I think, oh god, I wish I could draw like that. Jealous is the wrong word to use. I'm not jealous, but just like is it envy, I suppose, her? She's just amazing at what she does, and I wish I could get to that level, maybe one day. But yeah, she gives me cozy vibes when she does all her drawings. I love watching them, seeing them, should I say. She has a recent flip through of her 100, well, it's not a 100-day project now, but it's gone over on YouTube if you're interested. And it's just amazing. So yeah, that's just a quick little look at that journal type book. Bit different. I've kept it because I want to do it eventually, one day. And let me just have some more water. I apologise. This is going to be a long video, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's already gone an hour. That's going to be hard to edit, isn't it? Right, let's try and hurry up a little bit. I'm sorry that this is long. How to bullet plan. This is a journal about bullet journaling. Yay! I did have the other book of bullet journaling by, what's his name? Ryder Carroll, I think his name is, and I sold it. Now I want it back, which is really stupid, but so I might try and get it back second hand. I want to bullet journal again. I used to love bullet journaling. I'm not sure what journal to bullet journal. I'm thinking A6 Hobonichi for next year. But this one I've kept because it has so much good stuff in here about bullet journaling. It is really, really good. I love the collections and stuff in here and the trackers and stuff, and it is just a really, really good book. If you're going to get a journaling, a bullet journaling book, I would really recommend this one. I pick it up every time when I bullet journal. So every time when I bullet journal, I go through every single page of this book. So that's that one. Really, really good, I promise. The next one I'm going to talk about is these two, because these two are kind of like, they are journaling books, but the more, I don't know how to describe it. So this one, she's got Instagram. I'm not sure if she posts much anymore. I'm not going to try and say the name. That's her name up there. I think that's her name anyways. And this was shared on Instagram stories by Lee Journals. Hi. So when she posted hers on stories, I thought I need that book, and I was so right. It is pricey on Amazon. I think I paid like £20 for it, but hey ho, it is really, really good. So I just love the images. I can't read it obviously, but if you use Google Translate app, you can read it. So obviously you just get your phone out, get the app up, translate, and you can read it with your phone. But for me, the pictures are really, really juicy in here. Let me see from a frame. She does oh god, I can't get my words out. Traveller's notebook style. So see the images are just beautiful. It's basically like Instagram. So yeah, Just really, I am in frame, aren't I? Really pretty eye candy journaling. Let's call it that. So I just thought I'd mention that because it's a nice book in my collection. This one, obviously, I find this really weird because obviously you'd normally open it like that, but you have to open it this way. So it's kind of strange to me. This is the Hobonichi guide, or companion, or whatever you want to call it, journal guide. And I thought I'd just mention this one because I've never had one before. This is my first one. And it is a lot of money, I think it is. So I don't know if it's worth it or not. But there is good ideas in here, and obviously I can't read it again, but I use the Google Translate app for it, and I love looking at the images. Like I said, I've never had one before, so I didn't know what I was expecting. But there's stories in here of people how they use their journal, sorry. And there is some good ideas in here. I love looking at Hobonichi journals anyways. So I just thought I'd pick it up this year and just see what it's about. Kind of glad I did, because it's pretty. I'm not sure if I'd get it next year, but I do like it, so it's nice to just have one, I suppose, because I am a big Hobonichi fan. And it's got all the covers and then the journals and stuff, and explains them. Not that I need to know that, but yeah, a nice book. Next one I'm going to just talk about quickly, because I mentioned it before, is the Bella Grace Field Guide to Everyday Magic. This is Bella Grace's magazine, the Field Guide one. It has journal prompts in it, so basically it is a journal type book. And it has quotes in here and images too. So it gives you a journal prompt. I think there's 130 pages of journal space, writing prompts and more. Questions to help you explore everyday magic. So yeah, very, very pretty. And it's even got "This book belongs to" as well. I like this bit. "This book belongs to," and you put your name, and "I am a seeker of everyday magic." So that's a perfect one for journal prompts, and it's beautiful as well. The next, I'm going to just talk about this one quickly because it's an alright book, but I don't know. I found this years ago, and then I got rid of it and re-brought it because there is a little few things here and there that I like about it. Daily Dose of Wonder. It's very quirky. It goes through every day and it gives you different things. It says name today. I mean, I wouldn't name today. You could use a word of the day. So I do like changing things. Today I get to. And then there's like a daily soul vitamin thing. And it's like a bit like a quote. A toast of the day. And it gives you like little antidotes and stuff. And journal juju, as she calls it. I think that's like a journal prompt, I think. Or something like that. So there's just little things, notes to self. There's just little things in here that I could take from it. Don't really like the journal, like art style, if I'm honest with you. It's not really my style, but I do like the way it's laid out. And I do like the fact that it's like little topics. Some of it I just roll my eyes and have to just skip the page because it's a bit, you know. But yeah, there's just some interesting things in there. So I thought I'd just mention that one quickly, if you like that sort of stuff. The next sort of books are like journal type books, like actual like things you write in. So this one is One List a Day. This is my favourite list book. It's from Listography, am I saying that right? And they have different books, but I've had those in the past, like when I was a teenager. But this one's my favourite one. It's a little 3-year journal. I've actually gone past the 3-year mark. Well, I haven't done every single page. But, so like 2019, 2018, I've done really weird the way I've done it. But yeah, it's got different journal prompts. It has like a little page there. And then it goes having a different like thing to answer at the top. I just really like this one. This one's nice to like to have. I probably won't use this book, but I'll probably just take the prompts out of it for next time. But I love that. I think that's a good book. And I've had it for a while. And the next one is, this is more like a craft type journal prompt book, I guess. And it's from Flow magazine. And it just goes through different prompts to do. It's more like a scrapbooky feel vibes, I guess, instead of, I'm going to count it as journaling though, because it is like, there is things in here that gets you to draw something or write about something, and there's some very interesting things in here that I'd take out of it. So yeah, just thought I'd quickly mention that one. Next one, I like this book. Your Brightest Life Journal. This is a creative guide to becoming your best self. This is such a good book. It's very, it's well done. Basically, you got journal prompts. I think I've wrote in this a little bit. Yeah. I just love the journal prompts because they're so, I'm going to cover that up because it might be a bit private. It says the many layers of like you. Like you got your outer shell, your middle layer and your inner core. And the questions are just so interesting. And this one's like embracing your inner black sheep. So like who you are, your authentic you and your qualities. And like obviously you don't show your true self to everyone, only specific people. So it's just interesting. This is like your light up list, the things that you enjoy. I've started making notes for that one. There's clues from your inner kid, so like your inner child, and how like you, oh, the puppy's making noises, how you bring your inner child into your adult life. So I find that interesting. There's just very, very interesting questions. And it's very pretty as well. Yeah, I just found the questions really interesting compared to other books that I've seen. So I've kept this one. And then, I'm sure everyone's seen these. I've only got this one. It is called 52 Lists for Calm. So I absolutely love the front cover. It's just beautiful. And it's got a bookmarker for this one. I do feel like journaling in this one. It's very pretty. So the journal prompts lists. I suppose it's around calm things, but it's just very gorgeous. I love the pinky, browny, yellowy tones. Just very gorgeous. So I do like that one. Right. These two books are a recent buy. I've got The Artist Way. I have only read a couple pages of this. Again, because it's so spiritual, I have to kind of like change words and stuff and kind of like roll my eyes a little bit. So if you can get past that, it's a great book. And I like how there's like a margin if you want to write notes. I might do that. I think that's a nice thing to do. So basically I brought this because the morning pages, and Cameron Diaz, Little Raven Ink had it, and I thought this looks lovely. I like the front cover of it as well. It's so pretty, and the pink and the blue is just very pretty. So oh, they're making loads of noises. Yeah, I haven't actually read all this yet. I've read a few pages which I found interesting. I really want to do morning pages. Have I done morning pages in the past? I can't remember. I think I picked it up once and then I just didn't get back to it. You really need to be like into it. So probably will do it next year or something, or just go through this book and start doing things. So yeah, you got a bookmarker with this one as well. So very nice book. And then the other new one I got because of what's her name? Kaylee Gray on Instagram. She's got YouTube, I think, as well. And she was sharing this because of the Get Messy workshop thing. Feel something, make something. I've actually read quite a bit of this. It's quite nice. I love how it's a pink book. And it's so nice, feel. I love the pink pages. So that's nice. I think I've highlighted things in here. Or she highlighted it. Is that her highlighting? Yeah, it's her highlighting. Yeah, this is very, very, like, how do you describe it? Like feelings, like recognising your feelings type book, I think, and marking it down in a way, a bit like art, or yeah, I can't really describe this book. It's very there's a pocket zine inside. I didn't see the pocket zine. Oh, I did. Got a pocket zine. Oh, cute. Okay. So yeah, it's just an interesting thing. So I'll probably reread that again. I think I read a bit of it, or half of it or something, and I don't know why I stopped. I can't remember. Right, so obviously the last book is this one. This one I've had for a while. It's called something different in US, I think. This one is Great Diaries. I'm pretty sure it's called something different. So it's a DK book, so hopefully you'll be able to find it. This is beautiful, the front cover. This is a very large book. Very, very large book. Ooh, it's like a coffee table book. I love DK books in general. So when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. I've had this for a while. It is, and I've read quite a few pages actually. Very interesting. I read about the Great Fire one. I found that really interesting. I was reading it to my partner. I love how it has the time period and goes into like the present period and stuff. Has people's different diaries, and then up here it has who it is and what kind of journal they kept, and the time they kept the journal, how many pages, what they used, like the pen and the ink. So yeah, and there's quotes and stuff in here. It is just very interesting. There is Anne Frank in here, Beatrix Potter. Who else is it? Virginia Woolf in here, Charles Darwin. Yeah, just quite, and Leonardo da Vinci. Look at that. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to read his writing. I wish I could. But look, it's so pretty. So yeah, there's quite a few different. It is definitely eye candy for journalists. The way people used to journal back then is amazing. And also what people journaled about as well, I always find so fascinating. So yeah, that's really a great coffee book. I'm going to end this video. It is over an hour. I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing my little collection of journal type books. Let me know which one's your favourite, which one you would like to get as well. Which one would you like to put on your wish list? Let me know if there's any more information you want me to give as well. I don't mind. So yeah, I'm going to stop the video. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.